Alright, I think I'm recording. Sorry if you hear the excessive amount of noise. My boyfriend opened the window like really wide, and because I'm like this literally the size of a hobbit, I'm about 4'11. I can't get it closed because I literally would have to, if you see that counter, I would literally have to like climb on it and then try to open it. And I don't want to do that because, that's dangerous. But he doesn't understand not everybody can be 6'2" and open that window with ease. So that's been the bane of my existence today. So if you hear lawn mowing and stuff and birds and trains, my apologies for that. I'll try to get my video somewhat put together. I'm gonna let it focus. Alright, cool. So it's already off to a bad start. But today we're gonna be making red beans and rice. This is the way my mom made it, and I honestly didn't know that this is not the traditional way to make it until I had red beans and rice at other places, or like Popeyes or whatever, and I thought it was gross. Her way is much better and healthier. She would make it for us when we were kids, mostly for like a lunch, but I remember I liking it being hearty, and sometimes she'll make it as a light dinner if you want to, like, I guess serve it with salad and whatnot, or a side dish. But it was good as a standalone because sometimes when we were kids, you know if it was like between lean times during checks, my mom would make, like, nice light little dinners and stuff. But it is filling, and she would mostly make this for lunch. And it has like two ingredients, and it's really cheap to make. And all you need is rice and a can of mild chili beans. Make sure they're chili beans, because if they're kidney beans, this won't work. It's probably not the traditional way to make it, but it's vegan and it's much healthier and it's way cheaper, and it's nice for a hearty lunch or a dinner if you're broke. And you can spice it any way you like. She would just add like salt, pepper, like maybe a little bit of garlic powder, and mix in with the chili, and then she'd put the hot sauce on top based on preference. Shout out to my mom for creativity. She would come up with some really good dishes, and the way she shopped and the way she managed money and the way she, prepared meals, it kind of shaped the way I make meals and the way I'm able, no matter what, struggle wise, I was always able to get by because I learned from my mom. Like, no matter what, my mom was able to just like get through and find ways to stretch a dollar. And so, if you like my channel, thank my awesome mom, because she's the reason why I'm good with money and I'm able to make cheap, delicious, healthy ish meals and stretch my dollar. And I do this channel. So, shout out to my mom. She's very awesome for that. And I thank her because I have skills, kind of, because of her. So, I got it from her. So what you want to do is you want to start boiling water for your rice. You want to make 2 cups worth, cooked cups worth of rice. If you don't know how to make rice, follow the directions. They have a scale in which you can, with the water to rice ratio, and just follow directions. You can be white rice, brown rice, just follow the directions. Instant rice, follow the directions for like getting 2 servings. You'll see like 2, 4, 6, 8, like go on the 2 and follow that. But if you get a bag of rice that somehow doesn't have directions, you want twice as much water to rice. So I put in 2.5 cups of water and 1.5 cups of rice. So if you're not sure, just put twice as much. Like, I got a cup of rice, put 2 cups of water. Just put twice as much. So it's starting to come to a boil, and we're going to add our seasonings now because it'll just help the flavor intensify. So I'm going to salt my water. I'm using pink Himalayan sea salt. I can grind it. It's probably not a good idea to grind it over hot. It's steaming, but whatever. I didn't have the foresight. And thank you to the 175 people who subscribed to me. Your subscriptions mean a lot and are the reason why I keep putting these poorly put together rambly videos with my robotic autistic voice. Alright, so we got the salt. Put in a little bit of garlic powder. Because it will give it an intense flavor. This is optional. If you don't like spice, don't add it. This is cayenne. Shuka. I like my stuff spicy, like inhumanly spicy. But I can't do it all the time because now, like, you know, I'm 32. And if I eat too much, I'm just like, oh my god, acid reflux. And we're going to put in pepper. And the rice's water is starting to boil. And you're going to want to boil the rice for about 15 to 20 minutes on low and covered. So it's starting to boil, so we're going to put it in. We're going to give it a stir. And it's splattered all over, so now I got pepper flakes on my counter. Of course. It's the magic of being me. Alright, so it's about to come to a boil. So when it comes to a full-on boil, turn it down and cover it. And boil it for about 15 or 20 minutes until all the water's absorbed. And when it's done doing that, we'll come back to it. Damn it, camera, focus. I'm not having a good day today. Okay, we're back. And after you see the rice is cooked through, it's nice and fluffy. We're going to add 1 can of chili beans in chili sauce. We're just going to dump it all in there. If I can get it out. That'd be awesome. And we're going to add about maybe a half a cup to 3/4 of a cup of water. Just a little bit, not a lot. You don't want this to be soupy. So maybe just about a good half a cup will do. If I can get the stove on, that'd be great. Because this apartment's a Stephen King apartment and everything is old. Give me 1 second, because I gotta light a match to ignite my pilot on this monstrously old stove. You want to heat it on low, and you just want to heat everything through for maybe about a couple of minutes, so when the beans and stuff are hot. And I'm going to add some Louisiana hot sauce. You don't have to add it if you don't want to, but I like having a kick to it. My mom would put it on the top after she was done with this. I'm sorry for the lawn mowing. My neighbor every day is doing yard work. It's like he lives with his dad, and I think it's his dad's house. He don't have a job, but he does yard work every day, but yet has a petrified layer mass of breadcrumbs for the birds and peanuts. It looks like a big tan like blob on the side of his house, and he'll just dump breadcrumbs in there for the birds and peanuts, and then I find peanut shells all over my yard, and it's gross because the peanut shells are everywhere, and then there's a petrified bread hunk next to like my yard that I gotta look at when I take out the garbage. But this fucker has the nerve to write a passive-aggressive note when I didn't take in my cans in a timely fashion, reminding me of when garbage day was. Like, bitch, I work nights. Give it a taste. Alright, it's heated through. But yet you have a disgusting petrified bread hunk. So I should probably be all passive-aggressive and collect every peanut shell I find. And when I have like about a garbage bag full, I'll just dump them on his front step so he can just wake up to just a field of peanuts, shells, just all over his porch that he has to sweep up and step on. So if he wants to be all passive-aggressive, I can give him passive-aggressive. Except to look at your petrified like stalagmite of a bread hunk when I like leave my house and peanut shells all over my yard. Alright. So, everything is heated through. Gave it a stir. So, just want to taste it and see if it needs anything. It's good. Everything is nicely seasoned. and it's not, it's like a thick sauce like how red beans and rice are, but it's not like mushy and lardy tasting. Like if you had restaurant red beans and rice, oops, you'll know what I'm talking about. Like how it just feels like it's goopy and mushy. This still has a bite to it, but it kind of has the red bean and rice look. There's no oil, no lard, no, fatty sausage stuff. It's vegan, it's healthy, no oil involved. All I needed was some spices, some rice, and some water. And it's hearty, it's filling, it's cheap, and it's healthy. And you don't have to use white rice like I said. That's what I had on hand. You can use brown rice, just follow the directions. And, in 20 minutes, you can have a nice vegan filling lunch or side dish or dinner, whatever you want to do with it. Be creative. But as an homage to my mom and her thriftiness, I love this version of red beans and rice so much. That's the only version I'll eat. Every other version's gross. But thank you to the 175 people who've subscribed to me and watched my poorly put together videos and my rambling and tangents. You guys are the best. And show some love to my mom for this recipe in the comments below. And if you like this video, share and subscribe and give me a comment and suggestions. You guys are awesome. Have a nice day.